What's up, Crossers? So many of you have recently requested for a video where I only speak in English. So here's our English video. In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 common traits of people who fail to learn English. Common trait number 1, they're cynics. So these individuals often say things like, oh, you don't have to worry about your accent. Accents don't matter. It's all about fluency. But the funny thing is that their fluency isn't that great. They also say things like, AI translators will translate everything for you, thus negating the need for learning English. These folks are obviously not doers, they're whiners, they're complainers. They don't actually take actions, they just talk the talk and not walk the walk. They're busy judging people and learning methodologies without actually giving them a go. If you identify yourself with these traits today, well, that's a shame, but you don't have to be the same complainer tomorrow. Common trait number 2, they're obsessed with methods. So they're constantly in search of the perfect learning methodology. But the problem is that they're so busy looking for the right methodology for them that they don't actually put in hard work. While finding effective learning strategies that work just for you is very important, equally important is understanding that there's no one-size-fits-all solution to language learning. So a learning strategy that works for certain language learners might not work for you. So if you're overly focused on finding the right methods, you may end up not making any meaningful progress. Common trait number 3, these folks think they're good enough. I personally believe good enough is never enough. I've been studying and using English all my life, but I still have a lot to figure out myself. I have still a lot to learn, and almost every day I find new things to learn. But some folks, after reaching a certain level, they become complacent with their English skills and they stop working hard. Being content with where you are might be a drag on your language learning. It might prevent you from reaching your full potential as a language learner. So I'd like you to think of language learning as a lifelong journey. So don't trick yourself into believing that you're good enough, because there's always something new that you can learn, and don't let your ego get in the way of learning. Common trait number 4. These individuals go full throttle at the beginning only to burn out so quickly. So in most scenarios, they start at the beginning of a new year when they're highly motivated, so they end up overexerting themselves. And several months into the new year, they're already exhausted, they're tired, so they give up. This is not a smart way to go about your language learning. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you shouldn't be doing your best. There's no harm in doing your utmost in pretty much everything. And I'm not telling you to hold back necessarily. What I'm telling you is that you should be wise with your study plan. I'm talking about the need to be realistic with your goals. You need to have a clear idea about your constraints, your limits, and the circumstances you're in. Because no one has unlimited resources. You have to use your finite resources smartly, and giving everything you have to language learning at the initial stage is not a good idea because it's not sustainable. Common trait number 5, they say they're too busy. Personally, I think busy is another word for lazy, because no one is too busy to do something that's so important to them. When you're saying you're too busy to do something, what you're actually saying is that your priorities are not well aligned. So next time you feel you're too busy to do something, try this method. Instead of saying, I'm too busy to do A, try saying, I'm too lazy to do A. If the act of saying this makes you feel uncomfortable, it means that deep down, you know you're not busy. You know that it's a matter of priorities. And you know that doing A is the right thing. And you know that you have time for A. I mean, let's be honest here. How much time do you spend on social media per day or on your smartphone? At least 3 hours or more. Let's not try to lie to ourselves here. You know you have time. So what you have to do is very simple. Cut back on your social media usage and spend the time that you're wasting doing something unproductive on actual language learning. Because you know English skills can enrich your life and give you a better chance in the labor market. So to recap, here are 5 things you should do or should not do if you want to be really fluent in English. Number 1, don't be a cynic. Cynical is not cool. It doesn't get you anywhere. And number 2, don't waste too much time finding the right methodology. And number 3, don't think you're good enough. And number 4, come up with a sustainable plan. And number 5, don't say you're busy. Everyone can find 15 to 30 minutes a day they can dedicate to English studies. Alright, so that was 5 common traits of people who fail to learn English properly. Hope this video gave you some insight into English learning. please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And also, make sure your notification bell is on so that you can get notified when I upload my next video. And you can also join my English learning programs by visiting www.detoxenglishkorea.com. There's so many different options you can choose from, and especially if you're an English learner who struggles to get in the habit of studying English daily, I highly recommend that you join my Habit English Challenge program, where I give you daily assignments and feedback, and also corrections on your assignments. It's a program that helps you develop the habit of studying English on a regular basis. So check out the links in the description box and in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. To the other side.